In attendance were various speakers who lectured on different business and investment ideas that will yield profit.
Be a challenge to even get out of any financial situation you find yourself. When I talk about savings, I hear two divides. Some people will say, I don't earn enough, so I can't save. And we've done this experimentation over and over and over again. And someone will come and say that I earn 10,000 naira and I save half of it. And another person will come and say I earn 10,000 naira, that's why I can't save. This is the issue with savings. It is a mindset. Because I tell people, if you earn 10,000 naira, have you ever lost 500 naira before? 200 naira? Have you ever been cheated by buying something bloated price? Are you still alive to testify to that occurrence? So what if you just adjust your mind and say I earn 9,800? Do you know that you still survive? But what the difference will be that you have something you've committed that will take you out of that kind of life and servitude because you have developed an habit. And it is from that seed that you are sowing that you can go on to doing investments, that you can go on to doing your life, because savings is not an end in itself. It's a means to an end, but it's a necessary means.
In his lecture, Mr. Debo advised about having a retirement plan. He spoke about how Nigerians depend on their children during old age and why that should change as they can have financial security through investing in real estate. He encouraged the habit of saving and also gave reasons why they should consider real estate as a means of investing.
1. Passivity. Real estate is one asset class that you don't need to be an expert per se to invest seriously in it. You can have the running of it delegated. Properly done, you are covered. Number 2, very relevant. Real estate is one thing that is very relevant. The world has innovated itself out of a lot of things, but we've not been able to innovate ourselves out of the need for shelter.
Mrs. Olaqunmi, who was the second speaker, took over the lecture and soon got the attendees answering questions and getting engaged in the lecture.
Please, where can we classify intellectual property under the stream of income?
Intellectual property, your royalty is the kind of stream of income that you get from it, and it's intangible, so it's an asset, but it's intangible because you cannot touch your intellectual property. It's not like a car or this desk, it's just something. Right.
She spoke about various types of investment that one can gain from. Mrs. Olubunmi further spoke about the principles of money and how money should be managed. She emphasized the need to have multiple streams of income.
In the absence of alternatives, can you think of partnerships? Can you work with other people to be able to get the funds? Or can you look for alternate, because you mentioned banks, there may be alternate sources of funding for you to achieve your goal. So we don't need to focus on only one source and say, okay, is it only a commercial bank that you go to? There can be other sources that can help you achieve your goals.
After the lecture, there were other activities, including the cutting of the cake to celebrate the 6 years anniversary.
Somebody give me L. It's not L. Say L. Somebody give me O. Somebody give me V. And finally, somebody give me E. Congratulations to MBC. Thank you very much.
We had the chance to interview the CEO and some guests who had some things to share.
Mabo Brand Concept Limited has been a business development and management organization that's focused on helping individuals and startups to build a sustainable and scalable business over the past 6 years. We have been dedicated to this mission to ensure that people decide to start their own business, go into it with adequate knowledge, with adequate capacity, and be able to do the right thing from the foundation of the business so that they can build a sustainable business and scalable business. Nigeria, we are in a kind of situation whereby we are not prepared for what we are actually going through right now. So because of the economy, inflation, recession, a lot of people find themselves to become entrepreneur unexpectedly, when you don't prepare for something and suddenly you lost your job or you graduate from school, you can't find job, you definitely need to do something. So become entrepreneur unknowingly. So many people began to go into entrepreneurship without preparing. So many people start business and their business fail within a very short period of time. And that is why Mabo Brand has come into that space, to fill that space, to solve that problem, to help so many entrepreneurs that started their business without adequate knowledge, going through a lot of difficulties, challenges in building a scalable and sustainable business.
This event is just a show of God's goodness to us, and also the fact that when you have a dream, when you have a vision, you don't give up on it.
Wow, this conference is something that everybody has been expecting, because they all know that they are going to learn one or two things, and this is something that is really educating people, and a lot of people has benefited. And I'm sure today a lot of people that came here today has benefited a lot of things. Yeah, I will tell them to keep winning, to keep what they are doing, and to even do more.
We interviewed the speakers and even some guests who had some things to say.
Yeah, so I find it interesting, particularly because an event that is geared towards educating people about how they can make better use of their resources. That is how they can start to make their money work for them. Once they work for many years, how they can then make their money work for them so that they can have a better life. So I find it very, 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 very good. Okay, well, just to say that you just have to keep at it. People don't appreciate knowledge at first, but I think the few ones that would come and get to know, like the people that are here now, I mean, the hall is like at least reasonably occupied, those ones should go home and be ambassadors of what they've gotten here, and in a matter of time, the ripple effect will start showing up. So they should continue, because I can imagine what it takes to put all of this together for a free seminar, That's really my own, the fact that it's free means that they put a lot into this, and I believe that the ripple effect would be a source of encouragement for them, because definitely people have been impacted.
I came to know about Mabo Brand Concept from the radio, I think Jordan FM. That was around last year, and immediately, I took interest because of the farming aspect. I've always loved, farming, and of course I belong to one or two farming organizations like that. And so I visited their office at EkoHotBlog for the first time. I made inquiries, and then I went back to sleep on it and think of ways of coming in, because I wanted to be sure because of the issue of risk and all that. But by the special grace of God, this year 2022, I made up my mind. I invested for the first time, and so after then, before then we were added to a platform where they normally communicate on if they have products or any kind of project. So that was where I got to know about this particular event. So I decided to make myself available and and enjoy the program. But then when they mentioned raffle draw, I least expected I should be the one that will win. But anyway, I had faith. I trusted God. I said, let me just 2,000, let me just buy it. And I did, and lo and behold, to the glory of God, I won. So I feel amazing, I feel awesome. And this is a sign that God truly answers prayers, because when the raffle was about to be picked, I was praying, I was thinking, God, please let it be me, I need this, my family needs this. And here I am, I'm the winner.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
It's a good one. It's inspiring, especially for young entrepreneurs who are so scared of the present situation of Nigeria. It gives hope to those who are starting up. and encouragement to those who are already in the business. I want to congratulate the CEO for believing in himself, because if you don't believe in yourself, you can't even set out to do anything. He believed in himself, he had a vision, he had a dream, and he was able to pursue it. I want to encourage him to be focused, to keep on learning, because you have to learn every day, to keep on learning and to keep on using all the innovations he can gather, especially at this time.
It was indeed a very educative event for all guests in attendance, as they are open to more opportunities with the new knowledge acquired.
Wealth building is a personal responsibility, and its sustainability is your responsibility. This is EkoHotBlog Reporting. Kindly follow us across all of our social media platforms, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, I am Joy Udo. Thanks for watching.